Hello. Is this thing on? Yeah. Well, this is supposed to be a paranormal discussion with me and opinion, but fortunately, my microphone was having some issues, and I had a lot of, and so didn't end up being um, what we hoped. But it was going to be good. I was all dressed up with costume, and I had a wig on, and so I had the cowboy hat. It's part of the costume, and it was going to be fun. There's a lot of us gonna. It's gonna be fun. Trying to see if. So I had the cowboy hat. It's part of the costume. So I don't know why the audio works now because I can hear it perfectly loud and clear. So now that I know it works, let's. Now that I know that it works, I am going to continue. I might do it anyway, just without him, by myself, and see how it goes. And if people want to participate, you guys can participate. Sorry, I'm just trying to do a few buggeroonies here. I'm waiting for people to come. Yeah, so the whole thing with the idea was supposed to be a live stream, and I talk about the paranormal, ghosts, goblins, and things, and Bigfoot. I have a spooky red light. It's supposed to make some ambiance. Is it spooky, guys? Huh? So yeah, I'll wait for a few people to come, but until then, because I had people were there, they were waiting on me, and I feel so bad. Yeah, felt bad, guys. I really do apologize for it, and I'm glad you guys did show up for it. And unfortunately, divas like me, you just can't rely on. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, technical difficulties. That's the horse I'm going to stick to. Sticking with the cowboy theme. Right? Eh? You got to ask yourself one question. Do you feel lucky? Do you? Okay. Anyway, so I don't know. I'm going to continue. I'm going to talk a little bit about the paranormal, just because. And what I'm going to do right now is see if people can come, if people don't, because it's a bit late. I'm going to just discuss my feelings on the paranormal. And when I talk slow, I talk sound like I'm William Shatner. Didn't do it on purpose. Sometimes my voice just veers in two directions I don't want it to go. So yeah, space, the final frontier. Yeah. So I wanted to talk. So this whole segment, which I wanted to do one every, I want to do one of these every Friday. It was going to be called Freaky Fridays with Shaney Entertainment, and I wanted to talk about the paranormal. It's one of my loves, one of my secret loves, one of my things that I'm into, and I YouTube and I Google and all night, and I look up things, and I like to scare the pants out of myself. You know, I'll even be alone and I'll watch ghost videos and stuff like that, and I'll be like, and then the lights are off. You ever do that? The lights off, and you're just like hiding, and you're just watching, eating some popcorn and watching some YouTube videos of ghosts, and you're just like, that's bullshit. That's BS. That's fake. That one could be real. That one's pretty believable. And then the more believable things, you start hearing noises, and you're like, you hear ticks. What's that? Is my house haunted? Hello? Is that the neighbors? Probably just the neighbors. You do those kind of things, and you scare yourself to death, and I love it. I know some people don't. I know there are people who live alone and don't like to be scared because they don't got someone to run into the bed with and go, it's like heard a noise. You must protect me from the noise. But I do. I've got someone I can run to. She usually runs to me, though. That's right. I'm the guy who she runs to. Yeah, and but I do love the paranormal. It's kind of my bag, baby. And I wanted to do something on the paranormal. I don't know, because a lot of people like channels for certain things, Star Wars, movies, that sort of thing, and hard to kind of veer in different directions. But today I wanted to do something different. Still going to give you some of the crazy antics that is me, but do it with a little more of a haunted sort of way. I got to work on the Vincent Price voice. That's the next voice I got to do. Vincent Price. And I want to do that. Darkness falls across the land. What's that? That's the whole thing from Thriller. I'm trying to remember how it goes. Midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures, something in search of blood, to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down. I don't remember how the rest of it goes. I just know part of it goes blah, blah, blah. And then no mere mortal can resist the evil of the Thriller. Yes. So am I scaring you guys yet? Probably not. So yeah, so my love for the paranormal is not a rational one. It's not rational. I think we all have had experiences in our lives. I think there's not one of us that has said, "Oh," I mean, unless you're like one of those really like I guess I don't even say scientific minded, but more like, you know, like practical minded, but you're like, you don't want to believe it until like something maybe manifests in front of your face and says, "Hey, I'm a ghost." Boo. Right? Unless something happens. I don't know why Hank Hill was the one doing it. "Hi, I'm Hank Hills and I'm a ghost." Boo. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. 3 people are watching. Who's watching? Hey. Hey there, Chupacabra. Chewy Pacabra. Chewy Bacabra. And you know what? Chupacabra is one of my favorites. And Nancy is watching. So hello to everybody who's watching me. And thank you for showing up to the last one. I know. Hold on. Sorry, I know this is probably annoying that I'm trying to find a way to read your messages at the same time as doing this. So yeah. There you go. Much more better. Yeah. I wonder, do you believe in the Chupacabra? I actually, it's one of those stories, the Chupacabra, that I love talking about paranormal, because even when it started, I think the whole thing started off in where was it? Puerto Rico or Costa Rica? I think that's where it started. The whole legend of the Chupacabra, the goat sucker. That's what it's called, the goat sucker. And I think it was a village of people who used to see like their goats with like vampires sucking vampire blood out of their goats' necks. The cabra means ghost in Spanish, I believe. And so they people in the village said that they saw it looked like almost like an alien with bug eyes and some lizard skin and weird, I don't know, weird thing that they said. And that it was so believed in this town that I think that even the mayor had rounded the entire village or the town up and just said, "Hey guys, let's we're gonna do a line by march and see if we could find this Chupacabra," because it scared the hell out of people. They believed it wholeheartedly. I think they still do, and even in parts of Mexico, I think they believe in it, the Chupacabra. And here's the interesting part of this: during the Vietnam War, there was the Vietnamese believed that, because they used to hide in the tunnel. The Viet Cong used to hide in the tunnels, and the American troops had a hard time finding them in the tunnel systems. And the Vietnamese used to say that there was a creature that would hunt them through the tunnels. And what they described was very similar to the Chupacabra. Now, here's the theory, guys. My theory, and I've got nothing to support this other than just my crazy brain. And that is that, what if, because Costa Rica has an American military base. Is it Costa Rica? Yeah, it's Costa Rica. Has an American military base. And they have tested things there, such as Agent Orange and other weapons. I'm thinking, what if, hear me out, what if the American military created the Chupacabra as like, you know, using genetic engineering and creating, you know, we'll take a goat, we'll take a piece of a vampire bat and a piece of this, and we'll just splice them all together. And again, I watch too much sci-fi. It's probably a bunch of BS. And let's make this crazy creature just like kill me, right? And just this poor creature that just shouldn't be, and just released it into the village to see how, you know, if it would scare the crap out of people. And maybe that was the test. And then they said, all right, successful test. Let's use it in the Vietnam War. And they tossed it into the tunnels, and this crazy creature that they just invented, which probably wouldn't cause any human being harm because it's probably so tiny and all deformed and just like, kill me. Shouldn't be. I shouldn't be. I'm an affront to God. No. And then he just like, you know, let him off again. And all the Vietnamese are just like, oh no, what is that? Right? That's my theory. That's what the chupacabra was, because they never really saw the chupacabra again. So I thought maybe it could be a military experiment. But that's just my theory. Take it for what it is. That's I don't know. There's a lot of really interesting things about the paranormal. Like I said, I'm gonna do more stuff on the paranormal, like in other videos. I don't have much time today to talk. We were supposed to do a video earlier, and it just got too late. My audio didn't work, so unfortunately, that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. But you did get to hear a cool chupacabra story. Is anybody still watching? I don't even know. Nope. Just me. All right, guys. Anyway, so again, sorry for what happened. Sorry for the stream not working. I will probably do one next Friday. Maybe I'll even do one this weekend or Tuesday. Hopefully my stuff will work. It wasn't working. Is it even on? So I don't know why the audio works now, because I can. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, my audio, the microphone here works, but I couldn't hear Ian, because it's not as a microphone. There's no audios on it. And then when I put my Bluetooth, which I usually use, and it worked most of the time, but just didn't work today for some reason. And my computer is just not very good, the audio. So maybe I'll try the tablet next time. I've done that before. But yeah. So anyway, guys, sorry again for this. Hey, everything Star Wars, how are you? Yes, live. Woohoo! Look at me go. Yeah, I was gonna talk about paranormal, and ghosts, and Bigfoots, and Kathleen Kennedy. Because yes, Kathleen Kennedy is part of the paranormal. Well, actually, I don't think she's paranormal as much as I'm good. I'm good. How are you? I think there's a delay. So when I say things, I'm reading it probably before. You're probably going to hear it after I read it. I'm not sure why there's a delay. That's the nature of it. You have a Bigfoot? Just one? You know, everything Star Wars said. I have a Bigfoot. Does that count? It counts. It counts if you have two of them, because then it's big feet. Do you believe in Bigfoot? Like, really believe in Bigfoot for realsies? I do, and I have no actual story to back that up, but I like the idea of Bigfoot. Maybe that's more than actually believing in something. Is liking the idea that something exists. I think I like the idea that a Bigfoot could exist. Just because it's cool to have a giant ape that's kind of human in the woods, you know, hiding in plain sight, you know. And Harry and the Hendersons was one of my favorite movies as a kid. So yeah, I want to believe that Bigfoot exists. Do I believe that Bigfoot exists? Not 100%. I don't believe in anything, but I'm open to everything. So why is it Bigfoot? It doesn't have big feet. It's supposedly, I think it was named after an actual casting of a Bigfoot. I think that's where the name came from. I don't like. I could be wrong, but I think I don't know when it happened. I just think somebody casted a giant foot in the woods or something, and then they were just named it Bigfoot after that. Which is wondering because there's got to be a little foot somewhere out there. Because so you got to cast a little feet. There's probably no sense in casting a little foot. But if there was, they should call it Littlefoot. But here in Canada, we call it Sasquatch. Well, that's what the natives call it, Sasquatch. It also sounds like a fruit. What are you eating? I'm eating a Sasquatch. It's good. Or a vegetable. Yeah, I think it was named after an actual cast that they found in the woods. So I think that's why it was called Bigfoot, as opposed to Big Feet. Because maybe they just thought it hopped. Okay, the reason I hide my subscriber count is not for you guys, it's more for me. I get obsessed with it, looking at it, and I hate it. I hated looking at it all the time. And I'm not actually hiding it from people. It's more about me just not wanting to see it because I used to obsess over it, and it bothered me. And I'm the type of person that when I see it go up or down, I get annoyed, and I'm like, "Why did it go down? How come it's going down? Why is it?" And then it would just bother me too much, and it would bum me out. And so then I just said, "Screw it," and I took it out. It was more for me not to pay attention to it than it is for you guys. I don't care if you guys know how much my subscribers are. I just don't want to. I just don't want to share it. Not share it with you. Share it with myself. I look at it once in a while because I have to, but I get really bummed out if it goes lower. And sometimes it does. It goes lower often for me. So that's why. So I have. There's no hiding. Thanks, man. I've this week's been a bit busy. Well, a couple of weeks has been really crazy for me, family wise, and other stuff, personal matters, and so I haven't been able to post as much as I want to. But I'm hoping things calm down and I'll be able to post more, post-mortem, more videos. Were you Portuguese? I don't remember if you said you were Portuguese, or was that somebody else I was thinking of that said they were Portuguese? Because I'm Portuguese. Wasn't sure if it was you or someone else. Everything Star Wars says. I like when your uncle stops by. It happens to me. I feel the same way. It bums me out when it goes down. Oh, it's talking about the subscribers. Yeah, exactly. I mean, people think I'm trying to hide. I don't. It's not. I don't care what other people think. I care about what I think, and it does bum you out because you're like, okay, you and I. Speaking, well, let's talk about YouTube stuff, even though it's not really paranormal. You and I were probably on the lower end of the situation. Brazil. That's right. That's why. Okay. Yeah, we're on the lower end. I mean, we don't have like thousands of subscribers, so we're for us 1 or 2 subscribers going down matters. It affects us because if you look at the people on top like PewDiePie, they go up and down by like hundreds and sometimes in a day, and they don't give it. They just don't even care as long as their up count is better than their down count. But it's constantly going up and down. You and I, we're so low that every little 1 or 2 things matter to us, and so we look at it and we're just like, it's it bums me out. So I stopped watching it because I just don't want to see it. So that's why. And people say, you should show it. No, because it's for me, and I don't want to get bummed out. You know why? Because there was a time when I started watching my videos my stuff go down, that it discouraged me from making videos. That's why. And I didn't want any discouragement from making videos. And that's why I keep it off. So that's there, so you guys know. And all you guys on YouTube, that's how you know. That's why. And I don't know why SC Reviews does it. He probably, I don't know if he does it for the same reason. Maybe he wants to hide his views. But me, that's why. And it wasn't always like that. I just recently did it few months ago, I think. Well, I don't know, probably a little more than that. But yeah, anyway, I agree 100%. Is a lot of hard work you pour into it, and when it goes down, you wonder what. Yeah, exactly. And it's not always us, by the way. I found out that like YouTube, there's a lot of people that subscribe to us that aren't actual people. Or they're not real users, and YouTube doesn't like that, and they'll remove them. So and it gets discouraging, and that's why I don't do it. I don't show them. Again, I don't want to see it. And it's irrelevant to me, because here's the thing: if my subscribers are high enough, first of all, views count more than subscribers, so whatever. And number two, like, if you have something that's really, yes, me, entertainment hacker, and I do speak. She's asked me if I speak to entertainment hacker. Yes, we do speak once, sometimes, but yeah. What was I saying? I don't even remember what I was saying. Um, I don't know. Yeah, I just think that people on YouTube, it's a hard place to make. It's a hard place to make it. I've been doing YouTube for a long time, 4 years, off and on. I revamped my channel just recently, where it used to be called O'Shane McDonald, and now it's called Shady Entertaining. And I completely changed the what my channel was about. What channels do I follow and why? I don't know. I like a whole bunch of different channels. I like comedy channels. Is Dark Tower a good movie? Someone, Lucien 530, asked me, is Dark Tower a good movie? I actually have the book here. I haven't even finished reading the book. And I don't want to watch the movie until I finish reading the book, so I don't know if it's a good movie. I heard it was bad, but I don't know if it was. Yeah, sorry. It affects me because like I said, it's one of those things that subscribers shouldn't matter that much. You should do what you do because you love to do it, and that's it. And that translates into your videos. So if you're going to do videos for just subscribers and just for making hello there, Stormtrooper, Bumblebee Tuna. Yeah, if you're just going to do videos for subscribers and to get hits and stuff like that, it's going to be reflected on your work, because people are going to see through that. They're going to see that you don't care. I could post a video every minute if I wanted to. It just would be me just doing crazy stuff. Me just going up there, hey, how you doing? Just do Hank Hill voices all the time. Hey, how's it going? I'm Hank Hill. Or Mickey Mouse. Oh, hey, screw that. But I like to put a little effort into my videos. It's too much sometimes. I'm a bit picky. I still have to post more. But like I said, don't worry so much about subscribers. Do what you got to do for you, and that's it. Yeah, I just think that's the best format if you're going to do videos. But I also like paranormal stuff. Like I said, back to the paranormal topic, as we kind of changed. But I do like paranormal videos. I watch that a lot. I watch videos on Voxus is a good puppet video. If you like puppets, I loved when Mickey came and was ticketed at you. Yeah. Well, Mickey's going to be in my next video too. I'm working on something a little different. I forgot who. Someone asked me to. I got a special guest host, which is Austin Powers. He's gonna guest host my next video. I won't even be in it. Austin Powers is gonna be in it, and he's gonna guest host it with all his friends. And Mickey's supposed to be coming in to do it. But yeah, watch Voxus. I think he's really funny. If you like puppets, Muppets, and whatever, I think he's good. He's one of my favorite guys. I really, really like those guys. What do you call it? The Red Letter Media. That's another channel that I love. I like the camaraderie between the friends. That is the fun with life. You start with one topic, and yeah, I know it's true. I've never started a topic on live video where it just didn't like go off the rails, and that's kind of cool. Because my videos tend to go off the rails, so might as well. It just goes whack. So do I. But yeah, yeah, it's screw paranormal. Screw it. Let's just talk. let's just chew the fat. I totally, Stormtrooper Babe says, I totally agree with you, and said 200% about people who just trying to get subscribers will show through their work. It's quality versus quantity. Exactly. I believe in that 100%. Thanks, man. Thanks. Like I said, it's been really hard for me to, like, I posted, okay, the last two videos, and to be honest with you, the last two videos I posted were old videos from long time ago. Shaney passed because I've been really busy. I've had a lot of stuff kind of pound on me the last couple of weeks, and I have had no time to do videos. So I wanted to give some old stuff a chance that that I did a long time ago that didn't really get a lot of views the first time around. So I had to keep posting. And here's the thing about YouTube: we do have to keep posting once in a while because the algorithms, we got the algorithms of the night. Yeah, the algorithms of the night of YouTube. I think you are very talented. You deserve more on this platform. Thanks, man. You like me. You really like me. You know, I hear that a lot. And I sometimes I smash my head against the wall because I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I try my best. I put everything I do, I put with 100% effort on. People think that my videos are quick. That I don't put a lot of effort into them, but I do. I can tell you my process is like this. I come up with a topic. It has to have both information, good information, and be entertaining. I don't just throw. If I can't make it fun, then I'm not doing it. And I try to use whatever talents I have to blend the two. And I do several rehearsals. I'll make bullet points of what I want to talk about, and then I'll just, without the camera, I'll just do whatever, and then I write down things that I liked, and that I, and then on top of that, when I go on, I also what do you call it? I improvise a lot of stuff. And I talk for, sometimes my videos are literally 2 hours because you're not going to get hilarious, like funny stuff just doing 2 minutes. Hello, joint specialist. How are you? Thanks for coming. Sorry, what happened the last time just didn't work out. Yes, good to network. It's always good to network. Yeah. So what was I saying now? Yeah. So that's the process. I do 2 hour videos that tend to, like, I have to whittle down to 20 minutes or less, because that's where you got to get the best stuff. The best comedy comes from just, like, especially when you're doing improv, a lot of the comedy you do just you got to do just throw shit against the wall, see what sticks, and then the best stuff you keep, and sometimes you want to keep more than you can. And that's one of the things I had to learn, that I used to have longer videos because I wanted to keep everything. They're all like my little babies. No, I don't want to let go of this joke. It's too good. And then they're like, nope, your videos are too long. You got to get rid of it. And we go, okay, all your jokes are your babies. And so you try to do your best to whittle them down. Watch other creators posts. If people see you in the comments, they may. Yeah, I do that sometimes. I don't do enough of it. To be honest with you, I know I should. And you know what? Like I said, right lately, this whole month has been crazy for me. And I haven't really even been on YouTube as often. Thank you for saying I'm talented. I appreciate all the kind words. The weirdest part for me is that this is the thing that people tell me all the time. Not that I'm too humble. I don't see myself the way other people do. I think the things that I do, anyone could do. And I just feel like people need practice, and that's why maybe I don't know. I don't really consider myself I say to myself, like, I practice all the stuff I do. I practice. So, and I learned how to do it. So I always think that anyone could do these voices. They just have to try. But maybe I'm deluded. I don't know. Delusional. To put up the Halloween. Yes, yes, she did. Stormtrooper babe did force me. She put a gun in my head and said, "You're gonna post that stuff, and you're gonna post it now." Right? What's not true? Uh, what's not true? Everything Star Wars. What's not true? That not anyone could do it. Maybe not. I'm. It's just been my belief. But that's why I did. I don't know if you saw it. I did do a tutorial once to see if I could teach people how to do Yoda. Yoda. Yes, I do. I enjoy it. I enjoy making people laugh. This is the thing for me. I enjoy making people laugh. I enjoy, but it's hard when you don't hear the laughter. Because I used to be stand up. I used to do stand up comedy for 12 years, and when you're doing stand up comedy, you can actually hear laughs. And when you're in YouTube, you hear crickets. Not even crickets. You just hear nothing. So it's hard to be funny sometimes when you don't know if anyone is on the other end is laughing. You can kind of like when you're on stage and um, you can get the audience, and the audience will give you the feedback by laughing. And when you're doing YouTube, you don't have nothing. You don't have no feedback. And when you have the feedback, it motivates you and somehow it energizes you. So you got energy coming out and energy coming in. Yeah, thanks, man. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate that. He said, "I enjoy your stuff." I'm more. I'm starting to learn more and more how to to do things better on Instagram. I mean, sorry, on YouTube. Because, like I said before, I would just throw so much stuff out, and I have to sometimes harness myself. Thanks. That's what I'm doing. The next one is a celebrity one. Thanks, entertainment hacker JP. This is your first time seeing me. I'm glad. Welcome aboard, bud. Um, yeah. What was I saying now? Yeah. No, I do enjoy doing what I do, and I've learned to push my videos because if you notice, the stuff I used to do before was way too long, and I've had to condense my stuff, learn how to cut my intros. Speaking of the devil, yeah, that's right. Everyone was talking about you, entertainment hacker. We were all talking about you. We were like, "What's going on with him?" Um, no, I'm just kidding. We weren't bashing you. He just asked if I knew you when we speak. Yeah. What was I saying, guys? I always lose track. Um, I think I was talking about YouTube, but anyway, guys. Yeah. So I think if we all collaboration, I think is important for YouTube. We all have to work together. Yes, I go for both quality and quantity. I've heard that YouTube algorithm rewards frequent uploads. Yes, they very well do. Um, you are delusional because you are so special. We're going to put you in a special ed. I'm special, all right. Well, that's what I was going to say. I knew I forgot something. Yeah, the things that I used to have to learn to do was hold myself back because when I get on a roll, especially if I don't get sleep, and I rarely get sleep, and that I can kind of lose myself, and I just anything goes in my mind, and everything is funny, and sometimes people are like, "Are you on drugs?" And then I'm like, "A little bit." But no, so I've had to kind of learn how to control myself, and you can see that's from my older videos, like not older, like my previous videos, but the ones after the Last Jedi, those videos, yeah, those ones I've had to learn how to like just center myself because I get carried away sometimes, and it's never a good scene, and I have a lot of people saying, "Are you all right? Is there something wrong with you?" And I probably is. Beverage, spider beverage. Um, yeah. Any questions, guys? I'm here. I'm here for you. You don't know what it's like to be me. Here for you. I never thought about that before, not being able to hear or the laughter, but believe me, I'm always laughing. Thanks, man. But it's after the fact, right? See, when I'm doing a comedy set on live, it's live. I'm hearing it live. And again, people have told me in my videos that um, you can make multiple videos with all the videos you have. Yeah, I probably could. um, when people have told me in my comments that they love my energy. That's one of the most frequent things that I get is my videos are very energetic. Now, energy is interesting because when you're performing on stage or you're doing performances, you put energy out to the audience. The audience accepts your energy, and then if they like it, they laugh. They give you an applause. They do cheers, and then that is energy coming back to you, right? And then that fuels you to do more stuff. So it's kind of like a give and take with an audience. YouTube is a take. It's just you do, and then the camera just sucks up your energy right into it, and then you don't know whether. I mean, luckily I'm just a ball of energy. Hit the like button. No one has to hit the new like button if you don't want to like it. I don't force nobody to like things. Nah, you like it because you want to like it. What's the GW? I don't remember what the GW is. Can't get over the GW. What's the GW? Someone explain GW. Yeah, I think entertain when you're doing live, when you're doing jokes on a camera, it's really hard without any feedback. But I've learned to deal with it, and I've learned to plan better, and I've learned to do my stuff better. Sniveling Sterling White hot ball of canine terror. Snills. Your uncle. Oh yeah, that guy. I have two of them. Two of those puppies. I'm gonna do a giveaway. I found another one. Oh, George Washington. I'm doing another video. I'm gonna do a video eventually where I do a giveaway. I'm not sure how to do it yet. Where I'm gonna give away another puppet. Because well, just for the fun of it. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it, what process I'm gonna use, but I want to give away a Billy puppet to someone out there. Not sure when that's going to happen, but it will eventually happen. But yeah, let's talk some Star Wars. let's go Star Wars on this thing, since we all like Star Wars. Don't do giveaways, LOL. They can't. Yeah. It was just for fun. I don't know. I have two dolls. I have two puppets. I don't want to keep both of them unless I make them have brothers. And then I thought that was just weird, just having both of them firemen, the exact same puppet. It was just a bit weird. I also have a female one that I wanted to try out. I might use her as an SJW or a feminist. I'm not sure yet, but I'm still working on her character. Spider beverage tastes like spiders. Yes, it does. Is it made out of spiders? Stormtrooper says spider beverage tastes like spiders. Is it made out of spiders? So yeah, guys, it's getting late. I don't know how late it is for you guys, but for me, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I don't know how late is it in Japan? Because I'm pretty sure it's pretty late. Because it's getting late over here. We're going to start unwinding, getting to bed. This hat is really hot on my head. I didn't mean to rhyme that, by the way. That just rhymed on its own. But yeah, guys, I do want to do paranormal stuff. And here's the thing. If you guys are interested in paranormal, yeah. If you guys are interested in the paranormal stuff, like I'm just going to do that. Sorry, if you're just hearing that, that's my dog drinking in the background. Oh, you're at work? 2 p.m.? Yeah, I wanted to just get into stuff and talk about what I like about the paranormal, my experiences with ghosts, and because I'm going to tell you guys something. My place is very haunted, and I've actually in my recordings I've actually recorded EVPs, but they're inaudible. I can't make them out at all. If I did, I would actually have left them there. And I don't know what. So, but it's just like that, and I've caught it several times, and other things have happened. I was going to talk more about them with Ian, because we were both going to talk about our stuff, our experiences, but he had to go. We tried to get together on it, and it just didn't work. But yeah, there's a lot of weird. I wonder if anybody else has had that experience with. Have you guys done that? Have you caught any EVPs doing your videos? I've done it like I think 3 times. I've caught EVPs. That's Stormtrooper babe and I saw a yellow orb UFO once. Yep. Yes. She lives in the desert, right? You guys live in the desert? That's probably the best place to find UFOs is flying over you in the desert. I don't know if I would ever have the balls to do that. I live in the city. There's a lot of orbs in the sky. Most of them are planes. But I have also seen one, by the way, a UFO flying in the sky. That's another story that I could tell for a different time. And I know it was not a plane, because planes don't do this. They don't go and then take off straight up in the air. That's what I saw. It just was there. It was a big white ball of light, and it just hovered. And then I thought it was a firework at the time, a firecracker, because sometimes kids shoot up fireworks. And it just hovered there. Then it went this way, and then straight up, and then disappeared. I don't know what helicopter does that. I don't know what else. Maybe it's an experimental plane that I don't know of. But I will say this. My bum was hurting the next day, and I don't know why. I should do giveaways. Some people just get butt hurt. Oh, no. Butt hurt? Does that have to do with UFOs and anal probing? Yeah, again, I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm going to do it eventually, but I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know what context to give away a puppet. But again, it's going to have to happen when I want to do it when my channel grows a little bit more, though. But it'll be somebody who really appreciates some stuff. I worked in a warehouse where the World War II bodies were brought back. Oh, geez, man. You must have some crazy stories, everything Star Wars. You have to be on my show. We got to do one next week. Can you do one with me? Because I really want to, I don't want to be up here by myself. I want to have engagement, talking. So if I don't care if we all can do it together. What do you call it? I think that, if you want to do a live stream with me, it'd be awesome. Cool. Send me your email. Give me your email in the bottom in the comments, and I'll if you don't mind, and then we'll work something out, man. Next week or the week after. I don't mind. We should have a group. I want a group discussion about this stuff. This is fun stuff, man. It doesn't have to just be about. It doesn't just have to be about paranormal. It could start that way, and then it could veer off into whatever, because it's the fun part of these things, right? How about abnormal? What's abnormal? I don't know. I don't. I mean, no, I don't get it. I don't get it. What is abnormal? I don't get it. Yeah, but it would be great if anyone wants to do it. Joint specialist, whoever. You guys want to join? Let's talk. Let's discuss. Remember that Linda Richmond skit from Saturday Night Live? Welcome to Coffee Talk. I'm your host, Linda Richmond. Let's talk. That was another Mike Myers sketch. From the good old days of Saturday Night Live. But yeah, that was my dream, guys, by the way. I wanted to be a cast member of Saturday Night Live. It just never happened. Not yet. Not yet. Still holding hope. One day I'll shoot for those stars, and then the stars will shoot back. Get it? Star Wars? How we turn it back to Star Wars? So, guys, I think everyone's starting to unwind. It's time to go to sleep. I'm gonna go. I'm getting tired and cranky, and that's usually when I start rambling. All things Scottish. Oh, all things Scottish. That's right. Well, I did just a video where a celebrity one where I did Fat Bastard, and I love Fat Bastard. He's one of my favorite characters in any comedy. I want to eat your baby. In fact, if you saw my old videos, which I started 4 years ago, I started off as a Scottish character by the name of like O'Shane McDonald, and I wore this ridiculous mustache and a toque. And yeah, man, thanks for coming. I really appreciate you showing up there, Entertainment Hacker. Um, we should do it. I know it's hard for you, but one day when you actually have time, we should do one together. Do a live stream. Be awesome. What was this? What was the saying? What was the saying? Yeah. So the old stuff I used to do was very weird, and I did it for a long time. So a couple of years, and it never went anywhere, and I kept changing it. You're going, yeah. People used to tell me that they couldn't hear what I said. It didn't sound right. So I used to talk a lot of videos where I talked about movies, but I spoke like this with a mustache, and it was really weird, And but I love the Scottish accent. It's one of my favorite ones to do. This is Sparta. But yeah, anyway, guys, I keep saying I'm gonna go. It's 1 o'clock officially here, and so I am gonna go now. All right, guys. So if there's any more questions, anything you guys want to know, like I said, we're gonna do this. This is fun. I really love doing these things. I'm gonna try and do them more often, and I really appreciate everybody for coming. So guys, any more questions? I'm waiting. What is that? I have a GN, bro. A gun? All right, guys. So anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. Everything Star Wars. Let's discuss. And Stormtrooper, things. Well, that's one question. Let's hear it. What's the question? Who is your daddy, and what does he do? That's another guy. That's another video I like watching, guys. Pranks. One of my favorite. You want to hear impressions? That's where I get a lot of my. I learned a lot of impressions from hearing pranks. I don't know, because a lot of people don't want to compete. So you asked me when is a good night to do live stream. A good night to do live stream. I don't know. It all depends on the topics, I guess. I don't know, because I find like a lot of people don't want to compete with other people. So there's like, oh, if this person's doing it in this time and this person's doing it in this time, I think that a live stream is a wonderful thing, and I see a lot of channels grow fast through live streams because one thing that's very important in growing a channel is you got to do more than 8 minutes, because that's another thing that YouTube algorithms like. They like longer videos now because they actually count the time. They count view time more than anything else. Actually, it's one of the #1 things they count as view time. They don't care about subscriptions. They don't care about video views. They care more about view time. Oh, okay. Well, let me finish this and we'll say goodnight. So yeah, they care more about view time. You're better than most of the cast members on Saturday Night Live. Stormtrooper Babe said. Like I said, you're gonna give me a burst head. But yeah, so I think doing live streams like this is the perfect thing because, and I've seen a lot of channels grow fast doing live streams because of the fact that you can talk. It's fun, it's entertaining. A lot of people doing it together. It completes the view time quota that you need. Because look at this, I've been talking probably for an hour or more, and just by myself, and about very random things. And it didn't take any planning. It didn't take any editing. It didn't take nothing. I've done. You asked me if I should go on stage and do impressions. I used to do impressions on stage, and I've said this before to people, but people don't realize comedy is a very It's a harsh bitch, all right? A lot of people are very jealous and they don't like. See, what I do, it's considered a parlor trick to them. Um, and they look at me a lot of times when I go on stage and I do impressions. The other comedians will put me down right after. I didn't stop. I just take time off. Sure, go ahead. Give me an impression. So, someone, joint specialist said, "I'd love to see an impression live stream with audience suggestions." You can do one. So, give me an impression. I can't say I can do all of them right off the bat. Sometimes. So here's the thing with me. Sometimes I have to watch or listen to the to get it, and sometimes I have it in my head. Like there are things that I do so frequently that it's just automatic, and then there's things that I have to research and do. Why would they make fun of? Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm serious. Off topic. They make fun of me because they want to knock me down a peg. Because what happens in comedy is that, especially in the beginning, if you're not a person who is highlighted, if you're not like the star of that or the highlighted comic, and you don't go last, and you go like say in the beginning or the middle, and then you're good. Well, they tend to screw you over because they tend to want to knock you down a peg because they have to make the next comedian funnier. So it's like so if I come on as like one of the first three comedians and I just kill the place, the joint is just laughing. Now the guy after me is gonna have to follow what I did, and they don't like that because they and no one's going to follow a guy who does impersonations. That's the one thing they can't stand because to them, other comedians, what I do is what they consider a novelty parlor trick, and they don't. And you'll notice how many comedians out there actually do impressions. Not many, and that's because there's almost like a taboo in comedy for it. The first 3 years of my life doing stand up comedy, I never did one impression, not one. And I only started doing impressions because I started noticing other people doing them, and I'm like, screw that. I have something in my I have a bullet in my holster in my gun that I'm not using, and it's a really big gun. John Wayne. John Wayne is one that I probably could do if I listened to him. He is one of those. You talks very slow there, partner. Hey, but I don't really do much John Wayne. Because you have to know what he's gonna say. Let's see, what would John Wayne say? And I don't even watch that many John Wayne movies. But yeah, I was named after a cowboy, Shane. Shane, come back, Shane. My mom's favorite movie, Alan Ladd. Um, but yeah, that's why. Arnold, first of all, I want to tell you something. Who is your daddy? Well, I'm going to ask you a question, and I want to have them answered immediately. Who is your daddy, and what does he do? Hasta la vista, baby. I'm gonna ask you guys' opinion. I want to do a series of videos, kind of like I do, like, because I don't want to do just my impressions of this and my impressions of that. I like to do more different things. I want to do something like, I'm the party pooper. It's not the tumor. Stop it! Stop whining. Yeah. How are you? I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, listen here. I'm Hank Hill. Oh, and I'll sell propane and propane accessories for a living. Here's what I wanted to do, guys. I was thinking about doing inappropriate stuff with impressions. So basically, I wanted to do like I was gonna do like a list of characters just saying the most inappropriate things that was so totally off character of that character. So it'd be like a picture of Hank Hill and just me going something like, "God dang it! Why is it every time I come home does the living room smell like ass?" Something like that. Just I don't know. That's just an example of something I'm thinking of. Like Yoda, like, this joint, good it is. Stars I see. Toking I'll do. Stuff like that. Just game show with some characters. Yeah, there's some ideas, but that's a lot of work to do a game show. But I just thought of doing like just sort of maybe doing like something quicker because you got to put more videos out there, right? And it takes so long to do these things, and I have to rehearse so much. You know how long it took to rehearse the Star Wars Yoda? Yeah, hi, I am. Oh, the stars I see. Lightsabers everywhere. The Force I am using. Yeah, one of my favorite things to do is Yoda. He's one of my favorites. One of the weirdest things is people tell me I do a good Luke Skywalker, which is funny because I don't even do Luke Skywalker. It's just my voice. I just think I sound like him. Hey, I just slow my voice down and I talk like this, and everyone just says, "You do a great Yoda. I mean, you do a great Luke Skywalker." I'm like, sure, why not? But I gotta do one of those things. Have like people do request night. But I do think I could teach. I do think that I dark this ganja, dark dank this ganja is. Dank this ganja is very good. Oh, Peggy, where'd you get this? This is some heavy duty shit. Tell you what, it makes me want to quit the propane game and just make a lot of this. Oh, hello. This is C3PO. It's all your fault, Master Luke. Yeah, I I used to do that a lot in school. There was a stage performance that I did a while ago, where when I was in school, that I did what I was called I played like a person going through what he calls too much is TVS, and I was on stage in front of like Dr. Eva. Sorry, Tourette's. Someone requested Dr. Eva. Hello there. I went to the medical school for being Eva. $1 million. Oh, behave. Groovy, baby. Groovy, baby. Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Do I make you horny, baby? Do I? Are you ready? Yes. Shut up, Mr. Powers. Fletch theme song. I haven't seen that movie since the 80s, so I have no clue what the Fletch theme song sounds like. But now I'm gonna figure that one out. What was I saying? Oh, what was I saying? Oh, losers, Sean Connery. Losers whine about their best. Winners go home and fuck the prom queen. Laura was the prom queen. She was. That's one of my favorite quotes. Bond. Change Bond. Sorry, Guy Harrison. Sorry about that. Thanks for joining, by the way. I gotta figure it out. I don't know what. It's been a long time since I saw Fletch. Those movies. I think it's the 80s. I don't think I've even seen it since then. I'll have a steak sandwich and a steak sandwich. Sounds tasty. I'll have a steak sandwich. Hold the bread. But yeah, hey guys, let me ask you a question. Are you guys gonna watch the next Star Wars? Are you guys planning on watching it? It's Stallone. Hey, how you doing? It's like one of my favorite ones to do, you know. Like I always say, hey, Adrian, what you doing, that guy, you know? Yeah, so here I am fighting, all right, you know? And then like Adrian, she just goes off with some guy I don't even know, you know? And it's like I got no respect, you know what I mean? It's one of my favorites to do. Cause I love the movies, and one of my favorite movies is doing like that. And like I even said once in one of my videos, one of the favorite scenes in my life is when I saw Stallone like sing when he went to Adrian and like asked her to marry her. It was a very good scene, you know. Hey, Adrian, oh, how would you mind like marrying me very much? Something like that. He's one of my favorites to do. And then what's the matter with this rock? You're fighting like a girl out there. Hey, what's the matter? Why you always got to put me down, you know? You're just supposed to be my manager. Lift me up. Don't put me down. Ah, you're a bum. You're nothing but a bum. I love that guy. He also did the Penguin. Remember from the original Batman series? Wah, wah, wah. Forgot his name. What the heck's that guy's name? I can't remember. I can't remember his name. You will see episode 9. I don't know. You know, here's the thing about episode 9. It's probably going to be okay. Not great. But okay. And I do think there's going to be a lot of fan service in it. And it's kind of, there's a curiosity that makes you want to see it. But I don't know, man. I just feel so betrayed by what they did that I feel like I can't reward them. Just don't want to reward them unless I feel like all this stuff, all this anger we have, all this rage, all this inner anger that we're shoving out there on every day on YouTube. And it's all for naught if it's all for nothing. If they don't do a thing. And it's all for nothing if they don't change anything, if they don't fix Luke, if they don't try, and if they don't acknowledge, like if they don't, like Ryan Johnson, I'm sorry. I stamped my thing down and said, as long as Ryan Johnson's still on the scene, hi there, Toriel. How you doing? As long as Ryan Johnson's there, I ain't gonna be showing my face in any theater. Now that's how I said it, because I can't stand, like, I don't know him personally. I don't hate people. It's just not who I am. But I don't like what he did to Star Wars, and I don't like his personality as far as Twitter goes. And I think he's an egomaniac and an egotistic nitwit. And as long as he's still doing his trilogy, I can't get down with this. Just can't do it. Not gonna do it. But so that's, I know, but I am very curious, just like you. I get very curious about these things. Yeah, it's one of those that you kind of like gonna battle with yourself. You're like, I want to see it, but I don't want to pay to see it. It's wrong to steal, but is it wrong to steal from Disney? These are the questions. These are all the questions we have. So normally I wouldn't be able to stay up this late because my wife, she's usually sleeping. But she's out of town. So, when the cat's away, the mouse can play, baby. Oh, church lady. Shoot. Well, isn't that special? That's all I can remember her saying, to be honest. Well, isn't that special? Oh no, that's Dr. Evil, isn't it? Something like that. I can't remember 100%. So these are things that I don't remember. Remember that one? How now you know my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings. There was a Saturday Night Live skit by Mike Myers, and he sitting in that tub, remember? And he was all like shirtless, and you just sitting there like, remember that? He's like, hello, my name is Simon, and I like to do drawings. Do you want to see one of my drawings? Do you? You cheeky monkey, bum looker, right? And then he'd show like this. This is a drawing of my bum. Something like that. Satan or Santa. Ross Perot debates Bill Clinton. Well, that's American politics, man. I'm Canadian. I'll do Jean Chrétien talking to some other Canadian prime minister. I don't know, because I don't even know my prime ministers. I didn't remember. How did Ross Perot talk? I know that they used to make, what's his name? Dana Carvey used to do a really good Ross Perot, and I can't remember how he used to sound back in the day. It's been a long time. I got to rewatch a lot of these things so the thing is, here's how it works. If I can visualize audibly the sound of someone's voice, then I could probably most likely recreate it. Guaranteed. Sometimes I did. There you go. I didn't even know. No, that was George Bush. I did not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. That was the old George Bush. Remember? I think that was George Bush Senior. Can't remember what the hell. I know. What did he used to say all the time? I can't remember. I'm gonna go back and I'll learn it. The Penguin from Batman. Yeah, that was what's his name? Wah, 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 that guy. He was good. He passed away, unfortunately. My favorite Batman's still the first. I know everyone's like, what? You mean Batman? What's his name? The Batman, the second one from Christian Bale. The hell's that one called? Dark Knight. To me, the okay, someone wants to do Fat Albert. I'm Fat Albert. Well, that was Bill Cosby doing all those voices. Remember back in the day when we still liked Bill Cosby? When we thought that he was a good father, and we would just watch his show, and he would talk about the things and pudding pop, and everybody would just be like, you know, now he's like, I'm going to drug your pudding pop, and I'm going to take advantage of you when you're asleep, you say. Just woke up, dozed off. Oh, you're not talking to me. That's fine. Yeah, that's that. I have to visualize the sound sometimes and do it. Holy great Scott! What the hell is a gigawatt? And one of my favorite people of all times, what's his name? Michael J. Fox. Hold on. Whoa, this is heavy. It's one of my favorite guys to do. Doc Brown, and my favorite movie of all time is Back to the Future. That's one that I hope they never do. They never touch. They never remake. They never reboot. They don't just leave it alone. Let it go into time, just forever and ever. But you know that's coming. One day that one's going to be rebooted, and they're going to have some horrible guy play Marty, and Doc Brown's probably going to be, I don't know, some kind of weirdo. This is gonna be bad. You know how it is. Every time they reboot something, but that's. Did anybody watch? There's a YouTube video out there, about how Back to the Future predicted 9/11. Did you guys watch that? You guys should see that. I think it was made by a university student as kind of like a joke to see how easily people could. It's hard. Someone wants me to do Barbra Streisand. It's really hard to do females for me. The only girls I do are Marge. I can't. I don't know why. I guess my voice isn't compatible with most girls, so it's hard to do girls. I find girls can't do guys. Guys can't do girls. Not in that sort of way, but in voice sort of way. So get your minds out of the gutter. Guys who do girls, who like girls, who do boys. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so oh shoot, Cartman. Hold on. There's old Cartman and there's new. You know who could do Cartman? My wife could do Cartman. Way better than me, believe it or not. And she's not here, but I would have her do it. I can't do one right now. First of all, it hurts my throat too much to do it, and it's hard. But I'm gonna work. I can do one, but I have to listen to them to do it. But Nancy does them really well, and I almost don't want to do them because she does it. So here's the thing about me with Nancy. Nancy's my wife. She does impersonations too, and not as good as me. She will admit that. But when we first met, we just had an impression off. She did her stuff, I did my stuff, and I kind of don't touch stuff that she does because I don't want to, and it's like if I could do it better than her, then she feels bad. So, and she doesn't do stuff that I do for the same reason. So we kind of like have this understanding that that I don't touch her. There's lines I don't cross. I don't cross the picket lines in certain impressions. But yeah, I love. Okay, I love. What's the name, Mr. Mack? He's one of my favorite characters. Okay, drugs are bad. Okay, drugs are bad. Okay. That was one of my favorite characters, South Park. Mr. Hanky. Howdy how. It'll be our secret. I know. But that's the thing, though. I haven't practiced because of that. Like, it's just one of those things that I just didn't want to learn because I didn't want to go there. So, that's why I haven't exactly learned how to do it. But I maybe tonight I'll go do it, and then I'll learn, and I'll come back. Howard Cosell. That's as far as I know about Howard Cosell. This is Howard Cosell. Anyone could talk like Howard Cosell. It's funny because I know things that are genuinely, like, he's an American broadcaster, right? From way back when. I don't even remember. I think he was he a baseball? He was a baseball broadcaster, was he not? We didn't know too much about him here in Canada, but I do know him from shows that I've heard and things like that. So it's when I do things, a lot of times, like we have our own guys like Don Cherry, which I don't think you guys know who Don Cherry is. He does Hockey Night in Canada. He's a loudmouth. He's a loudmouth schnook. He's kind of like, I don't know. He's very right wing, opinionated, kind of like Archie Bunker for hockey, where he's like talks loud. And I could do him, but you guys probably wouldn't know him, so there's no point in that. But yeah, I want to do one with singing, by the way, one day. Because I do singer impersonations. I won't do them today, just because it's hard. But I do singers and stuff, so I will probably be doing one of these years, one of these weeks, months. I'll do an impression of just my music impressions. I did a Green Day one a while back. Star Wars Green Day. Christopher Walken. Hey, what's the matter with you? Hold on, what does he say? I'm trying to think of what he says. There's a thing. I used to do a stand-up bit with Christopher Walken, where I used to say that I used to, I'd come home late from school. I used to have a teacher. He was a what do you call it? He was a health teacher, and when I'd come in late, I never showed him any respect, and he was just like, Shane, what's the matter with you? You're late. Late. You're always late to my class. You have no respect for me and the students here. Do it again, I'm gonna stab you in the face with a plastic dildo. I don't know. There was more to it than that. That was just sort of. I haven't done that impression in a long time. Another stand-up routine I used to do, which was the Muppets. Used to talk about how the internet has changed everything, and the things that you used to love and respect when you were kids, like Sesame Street and the Muppets, and you type up Muppets now, you'll get like a lot of Muppets. But sometimes you'll just get something weird like Muppet Orgy. and then I just press play to see what the hell this whole thing was. And the first thing you see is the rumors that are probably true. Bert and Ernie together. Oh, Bert. Oh, buddy Bert. Oh, Ernie. Oh, Ernie. Oh, Bert. Wow, Rubber Dicky. You're the one. You had like fur flying all over the place. You have fur flying all over the place. You have the Countess. The Countess like that janitor. One, premature ejaculation. Then you have the Cookie Monster. C is for cleavage. That's good enough for me. And then you have Elmo. Poor, cute little red Elmo's there. Come on, Snuffy. You're big, but I can take you. Whoa, that tickles. Sesame Street was brought to you by the letter T and A, also by the number 69. That was a big hit when I used to do that one. The Two Old Men. Are you talking about from the Muppets? What the hell do they do? I know they used to sing that song. Why do we always come here? I guess we'll never know. It's like some kind of torture to have to watch the show. Why don't we get things started? Yeah, those two are my favorite. Fozzie Bear always talk like this. Kermit, I don't know. They're not laughing. What can I do, Kermit? I don't know, Fozzie. Shut up, Frog! Hi-ya! Jim Henson died too soon. Imagine the 80s was built on Jim Henson's stuff. I mean, Yoda was Jim Henson. I miss Jim Henson. We didn't need special effects. We had Jim Henson. He was special effects in the 80s. It was like we have special effects, CGI, and then there was Jim Henson. Exactly, they're all the same. Even don't forget Joint Specialist. He said Fozzie equals Yoda equals Miss Piggy also equals what's his name? Near far Grover. Remember Grover? It's the same guy. Near far near Frank Oz. Yeah, he did a lot of good stuff. You know, the guy. Another one was Mel Blanc. He used to do a lot of. Mel Blanc was great. The voice guy, Bugs Bunny, a lot of that stuff. Dark Crystal, weren't they supposed to come out with the new Dark Crystal? Netflix. I heard that they were supposed to. They remade it for Netflix, and or a show or a movie, but it was supposed to come out, and I saw. I don't know if it's still being made or what. It was a long time I heard about it, but that was always a freaky movie to me, the Dark Crystal. What did you guys? I don't know. I watched it just recently, and it kind of scared me. not in a like scary kind of way, but it's kind of creepy. Like just the way they looked, the puppets and all that stuff was just the Muppets are very creepy looking, and I don't know. I felt more creeped out now than was back then, just because it just looked very odd. These things. What else was there? There was the Dark Crystal, and then there was Legend. Legend was a good one. But I don't think that was. Did Legend have? No, Legend. It wasn't the one with puppets. That was the one with Tom Cruise when he was a kid, right? That's what I think. Legend was Tom Cruise. That's what I think. I'm sticking to it. Anyway, guys, it's really out there. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's crazy. But I'm gonna start heading out. My throat's starting to hurt. It's dry. It's getting dry in here. I never saw Kroll. Never saw it. Believe it or not. I actually never saw that movie. And I don't know why. Maybe I'll see it tonight. Maybe I'll see. I haven't seen Halloween either. There's another movie I haven't seen. All the Halloween movies I've never seen.
Halloweeny. I've never seen the Halloween movie. It's too scary.
I don't like slasher films. Find them, I don't know, predictable. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming. We're everything Star Wars. We're gonna do one together, man. Let me know when you're free and when you want to do it. Maybe next Friday or Friday after. All right, guys. So I'm heading out. Thank you, guys, for coming. I really appreciate everything you've said and everything you've done. Jesus, this was so wonderful. I think I'm gonna cry. All right. Enough of that. I'm going to see you later. I'm going to press the button now. I'm going to do like I always do when I leave. I'm only going to press the button now. Take care, guys. Take care now. Bye-bye then.